Hashira is probably one of the more underrated series of the year, and it's partly due to it being a little overwhelming with the number of characters introduced. However, they have great action, and this encounter was definitely one of the more intense fights of the show. Season 2 delivered plenty of epic fights as our magicless hero continued to dominate a world of magic, but the standout clash was undoubtedly Rain vs. Macaron. The animation hit its peak, showcasing the sheer destructive force of two high-level mages. Delicious in Dungeon is an underrated gem that offers far more than its title suggests. This fight was easily one of the most emotional and brutal moments of the season. Watching a former ally and beloved sister return only to mercilessly tear through everyone was gut-wrenching. Without the safety net of revivability, this battle would have been pure nightmare fuel. Dandadan has been a thrilling roller coaster, and this fight stands as the series' finest. True to the enemy's name, their incredible acrobatics make this battle a nightmare for our heroes. Yet, the chaos is beautifully contained through fluid choreography and stunning animation. Beyond the action, Silky's backstory adds depth, elevating this episode to one of the year's highest rated. This show boasts a unique premise where the main character relies on his maxed out evasion and agility stats, making them the foundation of his battles. Once he embraced the thrill of combat, everything became a breeze. This fight delivered it all: distinctive art style, fantastic animation, clean choreography, and stunning camera angles. This fight could easily take the crown for pure hand-to-hand combat. This is another delinquent anime, but it stands out with fights choreographed and animated to perfection. Every punch and kick flows seamlessly, combining dynamic techniques with raw, unfiltered emotion. It's a showcase of high-level combat that sets a new standard for the genre. Glad to see that we finally have some improved animation for 7 Deadly Sins, far superior than the atrocities of Season 3 onwards. Arthur's dark return brings tension, but just as things seem grim, an epic character entrance steals the show. One jab is all it took to catapult Lancelot into fan favorite status, and his sleek fighting style humbled Arthur in a thrilling battle. Possibly the best Father's Day episode ever, featuring an epic team battle with a father-son duo, because nothing says bonding like facing certain death together. The stakes were sky high and every move required laser focus. The animation perfectly captured the tension, as if they were one wrong move away from calling it a very awkward family reunion. The entire transformation into kids might not be for everyone, but this battle is a must-watch for Dragon Ball fans. We finally see a fight that showcases the Vegeta we loved in the early days of Dragon Ball Z. His epic Super Saiyan 3 form didn't just skyrocket his power, but also his royal arrogance. The vibrant colors and visuals truly amplified Vegeta's absolute badass nature in this fight. Higan vs. Ninja's legendary opening episode, and should have just ended after that episode. Regardless, the hospital rooftop scene was a spectacle of raw rage and stunning choreography, where he absolutely decimated an army of modern-day ninjas. The blend of intense visuals and fast-paced action left a lasting impact. Will in Wistoria mirrors Asta and Mash, overcoming magical limits with determination and unconventional methods, and he made sure the whole school knew that with this finale. He wiped off the arrogance of one of the strongest students present, and he did that in the most badass way possible, like keeping eye contact while executing his ice clones. Bakugo truly went plus ultra in this fight, leaving Shigaraki with some serious mental scars. His uncharacteristic calmness, in contrast to his usual aggression and shouting, made the raw emotion of this battle even more impactful. He tore his body apart, pushing far beyond his limits, a price he willingly paid for the incredible performance he delivered. Speed blitzing someone with All Might level physicality is a feat most heroes can only dream of. Most of the Hashira training arc wasn't that impressive until the final episode. Muzan makes an epic entrance, confronts the head of the Demon Slayer Corps, and faces all the Hashiras at once. It was a short battle, but the Stone Hashira made sure to demonstrate his powers with the full animation capabilities of Ufotable. We finally see Kaiju 8 go berserk, and it was surprisingly a well-thought-out battle. It didn't simply rage fight, but was smart enough to use its regenerative ability to the full extent. Moments like using his entire body as a decoy to regenerate from behind his enemy were some epic moments, overall delivering an epic showdown. Kuzan is brave enough to fight the hero of the Marines. Not only were the characters popping off, it was a catastrophic devil fruit user against one monster of a man. Although it looked like Garp was having fun, the emotions behind their attacks ran deep as a pupil now faced his master. The added hidden frames of their memories and reflections was a fantastic addition to the fight. There were plenty of epic fights in Part 3 of Bleach, but Uryu vs. Renji claims the top spot. Unlike other Bleach battles this season, this one featured minimal dialogue, just relentless, pure action. It wasn't about mindless sword clashes or repetitive techniques either. Renji especially stood out by showcasing an impressive variety of attacks, keeping the fight dynamic and engaging. The outstanding animation and choreography further amplified the intensity. Igris proved to be a deadly opponent, unleashing nasty combos that sent Jinwoo bouncing off the concrete and questioning his own main character status. The first-person angles added raw intensity to every blow, immersing us in the chaos. When Jinwoo dropped his weapon to go for a fistfight, Igris mirrored the gesture. A surprising show of skill and fairness. This mutual respect transformed the battle into a raw clash of strength and determination. Frieren didn't just carry the fantasy genre, it redefined it. This fight isn't just visually stunning, it's packed with callbacks and details that tie perfectly into the story, using spells like Denkin's Tornado and Hellfire Edel and Richter's Earth Manipulation and cosmic level magic unique to her. She shows what 1,000 plus years of mastery